Jaws was released in 1975, and since then, it has become a landmark in movies. This movie pretty much created the blockbuster as we know it, and pretty much every part of the movie is iconic in at least one way. And yeah, I really love this film. It's just a revolutionary movie, and it's got way more than that, but that's the main thing I think about is when it comes to Jaws, is revolutionary. Now, I'm going to try and keep this review pretty short because this has been analyzed and talked about to death, and I just kind of want to give my overall thoughts about this movie and not do a deep dive into this movie because I feel like it would be just repeat of what some people have already said. So with that out of the way, let's start talking about Jaws. Even though Jaws is 47 years old, this movie still manages to be scary. Yeah, some of the effects and everything are dated, but that's not what makes this movie scary. The filmmaking is what makes it scary, and that holds up to an amazing degree. Steven Spielberg's directing mixed with amazing acting and John Williams' phenomenal score that's still iconic to this day is what really makes this movie scary. When you pair those three elements up, you get some amazing moments of suspense and tension, and it pays off wonderfully. There are just so many iconic and scary moments, like Christine's attack or Alex's attack, or the body submerging from the sunken ship. You get it by this point. There's just so many iconic moments. Now, my favorite scene out of the entire movie is the pier incident. It takes all the filmmaking elements and it cranks it up to 12. And you get one suspenseful and downright chilling scene you're afraid to look at, but you just are glued to the screen because you have to see what happens to these characters. And some people are probably just here for some bloody shark attacks, and the movie does deliver on that aspect, but the people who came for that will also get some great suspenseful scenes that have an amazing payoff to them. I absolutely need to talk about the characters because they are the best part of the movie. Brody's character is sort of neutral. Like, it's not that he doesn't care about the shark attacks, but he doesn't really get into that much action before he sets off on this journey to go find the shark. And he just kind of tries to protect everyone from the shark attack and just help with the aftermath. But Quentin Hooper are determined to take this shark down. So when you pair these three characters up, the actors are absolutely phenomenal. Every scene that they're paired up together in, they bounce off of each other so well that it makes them feel like real people, and they actually have real conversation. They just talk like normal people in the 1970s would. They talk about their previous encounters with the shark attacks and compare scars and everything like that, and it just makes them feel so incredibly real that it's almost shocking how real they feel. Now the mayor is one of the most unlikable people I've ever seen in a film. He is just awful. There's a reason why people keep referencing him in movies. They keep comparing like a really bad character to Mayor in Jaws, but I like how he's not just a one-dimensional big bad mayor that wants to keep the beaches open. He has motives. While his motives involve him being money hungry, it gives him an extra layer to his character. And while you hate this character, you kind of see where he's coming from because there are people in real life like this. The rest of the cast play very small roles, but the scenes they are in, they are shockingly good in here. Some even only have like 30 seconds of screen time, and they still give a great performance. Everybody understood the assignment, and they were giving it their all, and it paid off wonderfully. I'm kind of mixed on the story. Don't get me wrong, the story is really good. It has a brilliant storyline, and the writing is fantastic. And the kind of iconic scenes would not be as impactful without the story. However, I feel like the story is a bit too surface level, no pun intended. Yeah, I know that it's just a movie about three people trying to stop a shark from attacking people on the beach, but when there's not an iconic scene, the story just kind of takes a halt for me, and I kind of lose interest in this movie, unfortunately. But overall, Jaws is a fantastic movie. I may think that some elements of the story are a bit uninteresting, but the rest is really good, and there's a reason that this is one of the most iconic movies of all time. I may not love it as much as most people do, but I do recognize that this is a landmark in motion picture history, and everyone should at least be able to get at least one thing out of this movie. I'm giving Jaws a 9 out of 10. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll have more videos coming out soon, including my Thor Love and Thunder review, so stay tuned for that. You can also check out my social media in the description. With all that said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It's electric. I'm lost in your eyes all the time.